All right, there we go. I was able to fix that, so now we got streaming on all platforms. Whew. Okay, so now we're gonna get started in a few minutes. All right, guys, welcome, welcome to our late night game stream. And so, for those of you who know, you know what this is. For those of you who don't know, this is Wuthering Waves. I'm going to be covering Wuthering Waves content from here on out. This is something I've been planning to do for a while, so this is our first night of many where we're going to be covering different stuff, doing gameplay, doing, all Wuthering Waves stuff. That's going to be primarily on my gaming channel. Those of you who are popping into my reaction channel and see this, you know that my reaction channel is like my central hub on YouTube where everything goes on. Usually my updates happen there too. So I'm streaming on both my gaming channel and on my reaction channel as well. Thankfully, YouTube allows that. It took me a minute to get it to work, but now it's working. So in any case, this is the game I'm going to be covering the most for my gaming channel. And then from there, I'll be checking out other gacha games and playing other Nintendo games. We're still going to see Fortnite gameplay because, I enjoy Fortnite. So, but otherwise, I'm going to be doing more than just game streaming on here. We're also going to be making videos, commentary videos, talking about different things, talking about different stuff. So we're going to get into all of that. And I'm choosing tonight to start, one, because I needed to choose some kind of night to start. So we have the update, the next update 2.6 coming out tomorrow. And so I'm really excited for that, really hyped for it. And then, well, I don't know if they're going to, because usually they let a little bit of time go on the banner before they actually put the update through. So I don't know if they're going to actually do the update tomorrow. I hope they do. It'll be great if they do. I don't want to wait until Thursday because that means waiting until like Thursday evening when they finally get things going. And I would rather do it, now or tomorrow because I work Thursday, which would suck for me. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and check this out. If you guys are fans of Wuthering Waves, then welcome. Welcome. If you're not fans, welcome as well. We'll be checking out all kinds of stuff on here tonight. All right. I know you guys aren't hearing the music loud, but it's blasting my ear. Let me turn this down a little bit. My headphones. Oof.
Oh, there you are.
Okay, so with the big update coming, Wuthering Waves
Who's after
obviously
you?
likes to do certain things like give us plenty of trailers and stuff, and people have been going all over the place, like losing their minds over these trailers. And I've been holding off just for tonight so we can start doing them here. All right, so let's go ahead and mute this audio of the game right for now. I've done all my dailies, but we'll see if I, do something for fun. Probably fight some other bosses. But for now, let's get into this. Actually, no, not that. Here we go. All right, so let's go over to the Wuthering Waves main page. All right, guys. Why does this say watch? I did not watch this. Oh well, YouTube's tripping because I did not watch that. And look at it, it's like if I would have watched it, I would have watched all of them. Oh well. So first we're gonna get into this graphic preview. That's the first thing we're gonna do. I want to check this out. I want to check out everything that they're talking about on here. Okay, so we're gonna get into this trailer, the Wuthering Waves version 2.6 graphic preview. Okay, I know I'm late on this because I've been working and waiting to get a time to sit back and record. And so let's go ahead and check this out. And yes, I am covering Wuthering Waves from now on. I love this game. I've been playing it since day one. And the only reason I haven't been making content now is because I was busy on my other channels doing stuff and I really wasn't giving any time to my game channel. But now I'm back on it. I'm streaming. We're getting this done. We're getting this going. All right. So our first thing for tonight is getting into this graphic preview, and then we're going to get into other stuff as well. Okay, now this is a reaction, so I will be pausing. I don't want to hear any complaints. There will be pausing. All right, so just know that. All right, let's check it out. Oh, that is beautiful. Hold up, what's this? What's this supposed to be about? Looks like a giant sword or something in the ground. That's the way it's like shaped and everything. But let me see. Like a spear in the middle. I wonder if you're gonna have like an exploration quest that's going to unlock stuff here, or if this is gonna be tied to the story. Oh man, that looks dope. It's giving Naruto vibes. The two statues. All we need is a waterfall right there. Speaking of waterfalls, these waterfalls in the background look nice. I love their map design. It's so good. Oh, this is gonna involve a lot of flying. We're gonna make very good use of the wings. Speaking of which, I'm so glad the wings are being used in the older regions now. Well, as of the update, once it finally comes through. Ooh, the nighttime display is beautiful. I love that. Look at that. How you not love that? Why is this? What's up with this tree that's like linked over? Did that grow naturally or just something happened to it? I wonder if that's tied to something. I wonder if that has like some kind of hidden meaning behind it. It is beautiful though. Oh, that is tight. I love it. Yeah, I'm a sucker for the world design, man. You give good world design. I love exploration, open world maps. Okay, that was wonderful. Now I gotta admit, I gotta catch up on a lot with the story. I'm normally not one to follow story in gacha games, but the last few updates, I was doing the story for like for Lova and for Zani and for characters like that. It pulled me in. I'm doing story now, so I got to catch up on like the entire lore. So that's gonna be another thing that we explore in here as well. This is just so nice though. I love the effects, and my computer can handle the good effects, so I'm gonna enjoy all of this. I'm just like, I'm mostly fascinated about this area. I'm like, what is this gonna be about? I'm kind of hoping that it's not part. It's gonna be part of the story quest, but I'm hoping that there's gonna be something else that's gonna involve this area. I'm hoping that there's like a exploration quest tied to it too, or something that you unlock through like a side quest or something. I'm just hoping that there's a lot of content surrounding this area because this area just looks so intriguing to me. I hope it's just not regaled to one boss fight. It looks too good to just be one boss fight. Please do more than just one boss fight with this, because I do see the bottom area, or what they're showing us, and it looks like an arena style for a boss fight. So that would be nice, but because they went all out with this entire scenery, I really hope they tie more to it than just the boss fight. It's giving boss fight vibes now that I see the bottom, but I really hope they do more than just that. Now this is just nice to look at. I'm not really expecting much right here. Pretty sure this is going to be some kind of exploration thing. I see the tunnels there. Maybe we're going to have like a world quest or a challenge where we got to fly through it, do some obstacles or something, possibly. And we might have a moment where we're going to get a lot of lore and dialogue in this area. I can tell this is definitely like cutscene material right here. This is just stuff to explore. This is such a wide view shot. Just everything you're going to be able to check out. I'm going to be all over this map checking out all the scenery. And this, I'm hoping that the clouds is not just for show, like you just fall and then you fall until you disappear and you got to respawn back at the top. I'm hoping there's actually a ground level, because that means that there's more stuff to do, more stuff to check out, more chests to find and pick up, some more challenges maybe. I really hope it's not just you fall and you keep falling if you're not using your wings, or you're just doing it to see, because I will definitely jump down to see. That's me in video games. I will dive into the depths to see if anything happens. So I really hope there is a ground level and there's more to do at the very bottom. But overall, again, just the visual is so good. And the nighttime scene, I'm like, oh man. This I'm so confused on. Like, this could very easily just be a passerby, like, grab a chest here or something kind of thing. Or I wonder if they're going to do something significant since they're putting it in this particular showcase. It's like, I would like for them to make use of it somehow, but it's a head scratcher for me. I'm like, how would they use this? But this right here, it's like, it looks like a tree, but more like an image of what used to be a tree. So I wonder if like you're gonna have some kind of mission to maybe restore this, or there might be something else going on. I'm really excited for this one. Alright, so that's the showcase right there for the terrain, for the geographic preview. I enjoyed it. They're still, you know, keeping things together in that area. Still plenty of variety in their map design, plenty of beauty in the architecture, so I'm going to have fun with my exploration. I'm going to enjoy that part of it. Alright, so that's it for that one. Okay, we got another trailer to check out. Let's go ahead and see what we have here. The next one is the thing that is telling me I watched, but I did not watch it. I don't know how. It might have been auto playing when I was asleep or something. But anyway, we are going to check out next the Wuthering Waves version 2.6 official trailer by Sun Scourge by Moon's Revelation. All right, let's go.
Take courage, my friend.
Please say we get to do this in game. Please say this is not just a cutscene. He's riding on these things, these griffins, hollow griffins, echo griffins. Please tell us that's some game mechanic. If that's just a cutscene, I'm gonna be so upset.
In Septimon's long fight for survival, it holds profound significance.
Hold up. You got an obstacle course we gotta go through? Like, what's all this about? And see, oh, there's so much, and I'm wondering what's cutscene and what's actual gameplay. I'm hoping that that's gameplay, and I'm hoping that you can really get hit. I want a challenge. I want to be able to like duck and dodge and. Okay, we saw that in the geographic trailer. That flower right there. So now I know for sure it's gonna hold huge significance to the story. The fact that it's been shown here as well.
Every hunt before this, it was here that we met our final battles. Hunter or prey, only the one still standing gets to decide.
Make no mistake.
Woo, there she is. Oh, I am so excited for Augusta. So excited for this. Everything about this character I love.
Pathetic struggle. In one strike.
Everything about her design is so great. Woo! Oh wait, what?
It ends now.
Oh, that is tight. That is tight.
Come, feast your eyes.
Here's the other one. Now I don't know if I'm gonna get her or not. I'm free to play, so I can't just, you know, I gotta choose. But I know I'm getting Augusta for sure. I don't know if I'm gonna roll for her or not, or if I'm gonna just skip. It's really gonna come down to her kit for me. Like, I know people are talking about how much they love this character. She's alright. She's alright in terms of her design. Like, she's not my favorite in terms of design or anything. And then they have her doing the feet thing, which is kind of weird. Right there. Yeah, I saw like pictures of that, like with her feet and everything. I was like, why are we getting the foot character like that? I guess, you know, for the guys who love feet, I guess. Congrats. That was, yeah, doesn't do nothing for me.
I am the moon that never falls, here to rewrite the ending.
The priestesses foresaw disasters that would befall the land, but also the hero who would rise up to face it.
The unknowable void, that is your fate. The citizens of Septimont only need to be loyal to Septimont, not her Augusta. I've seen things.
Ooh, some beef going on? Be loyal to Septimont, not Augusta? Ooh, yeah, there's some beef happening here.
Others can't begin to imagine. So why, at the moment, I should have seen the clearest? Did I close my eyes?
Come, take up your blades. For Septimont. For the name of heroes eternal.
So badass. Is there anything else going on with this? Okay, we're gonna check all that out in a little bit. So let's move on to the other trailers for Augusta. Now that she's out, now she's coming out. She's coming first. Okay, so these trailers dropped well, this one was 3 days ago. I think the other one was that the same 3 days ago or yesterday. Okay, that was yesterday. So, all right. So up next, take that back. All right, guys. Next up, checking out Augusta's combat showcase. Let's see what she got. I'm so excited for this character. She will be mine. I will be getting her. I got enough pulls. As long as my 50-50 doesn't screw me over. Okay. Animations again? Okay, that's tight. Oh, that was a good transition. Hold up. That was a good transition right there. Get that one more time.
All the sun touches is ours to fight for.
I like that transition. Okay. Comboing him up. Wait, the Griffin. Hold up. Are you for real? The Griffin is part of her combo? Oh, that's gonna be sick. Oh man. No, I gotta see that again. Bring that all the way back. Here we go. Because her attacks are already. Ooh. They're already just so lovely. Woo! Pulled out the Bankai on him.
My valor never fades.
Oh, the way her sword changes. Oh. Wait, hold up. The title transition?
The tide of fate stir once more. She will raise this sword and blaze through the night as the eternal sun.
Giving a lot of Greek mythology vibes going on there. Oh man, that is nice. That is nice. Okay. Okay. Hold on, getting back to this because we wanted to stop abruptly. Why y'all stopping abruptly, man? I was like, this is the Griffin in her combo is honestly my favorite thing about her combos, right there. I love it. And I'm like, is that part of her regular combo or is that her liberation?
Undying glory.
That's her liberation. That has to be. I wonder, like, okay, this guys just find out. We're gonna find out. We're checking all of this out. We're checking all of it out. Man, so far she's given a lot of like Greek vibes. And so now the Resonator Showcase Sharp Blade. This one is longer than the other one. The other one was like just like a minute and something. This one is 4 minutes 22 seconds. Okay. So we should be getting a lot more information in this showcase. So let's see what they show us.
There was once a rough lump of iron, dull, forsaken, buried in scorched soil.
Iron sharpens iron. Very Game of Thrones of you.
Until freed from dirt and grime.
Yo, hold up. Her as a child? So we're getting her like full like life backstory right now? Okay.
From dirt and grime.
They're giving us cinema right now.
A blade slumbered within, awaiting the trial of fire. Hammered and pounded. Purged of impurity, thus its steely frame was forged. Now awakened, a blade cutting through all. Yet, it was hoped to achieve more.
Okay. Wait, kill him.
It yearned not blood.
Oh, kill him. So this is still when the whole place is corrupt. Like I said, I've been following the story a little. I'm getting more into the story as things go on. And I'm definitely going to be backtracking. So I know that this place, yeah, it was like, I guess this is supposed to be like the actual like Greek or Roman gladiators. Where if you lost, you died. That's what the life of a gladiator was. They were basically combat slaves. For entertainment, which is really messed up. And so she's choosing not to kill here. Okay, so this is part of her story. I wonder if this makes her an outcast, at least during this time period.
Shed or war, but to carve a path none had walked before. Behind high walls, glory has long decayed.
Wait, did they just keep her in isolation? Oh, wait, hold up. No. She about to get jumped. I see that. Locked her up, see a footstep there.
Even the victorious couldn't escape the sting of corruption.
Corruption. Okay, so yeah, they set her up. Her own people set her up to get assassinated.
Yet, with unshakable resolve, the blade feared no storm or flame.
Woo!
Maelstroms engulfed its frame. Fire scorched its crossguard. Yet it rose above blood and
Tearing him up.
breaking every shackle. Through countless.
Now, I'm glad they got the footwear accurate for the design that they're going for, and they didn't put her in some high heels. 'Cause why is it I see a lot of characters who got high heels for no reason?
Battlefields, baptized in the dust of strife. It set ablaze a trail of blood to reignite glory. All for this moment.
Hold up. What in the Byakuya is going on here? Oh, that looks sick. So that's how she gets the big sword. She just pulls other swords together. Oh, man. That's awesome.
Alas.
Okay.
Glorious crown favors no less. As rain from the heavens pours.
Whew, this is like some Hercules type shit.
His tools to rust in the tempest. Blade shattered.
Oh, he ain't playing.
Luster lost. No longer swift. No longer sharp. Dragged down.
Woo,
by
got him.
its own weight.
Oh man, that's supposed to be like homage to Achilles, getting him right there in the heel right there.
Swift. No
That's what that feels
longer
like.
sharp. Dragged
Got him.
down by its own weight. Heavy in hand. Blunt against foe.
Back to another flashback.
There was once a rough lump of iron. Abandoned.
Oh, she woke up. In the beginning, it shows her getting up next to the dead wolf. So now they're going back to how she killed it.
Mud and fire. Yes, when the burning valor of its past kindled its silent furnace. The sharp
Hold up, another reference?
was red.
That's a 300 reference. Oh man, the Spartans. When he gets him in the beginning with the spear, when he gets the wolf, by tricking him to come into like a little closed space so he can just stab forward. Oh, I feel like that's a direct reference to 300 right there. So we got 300. We got battlefields looking like Hercules fighting, demigod monsters. Oh man, they're going hard with both like Greek and Roman right here.
Once a scrap ignored by all, now it strikes at the throne. The once rough iron is now the true ruler's sword.
That is so sick.
And should the tide of fate stir once more, she will raise this sword and blaze through the night as the eternal sun.
So once more, so basically hinting at in the story, she's gonna be called to action. That's what I feel like is gonna happen there. She's gonna be called to action because of whatever's gonna happen. I cannot wait for this story. I know it's gonna be good. Okay, that's it. They just black screened us out for the end. That's it. Oh man, that was great. That was great. Like going back through this, the entire backstory showing how she grew up fighting to survive, but rebelling against the rules. Like saying you're not bloodshed or war. Yeah, it's like basically going against the grain. Because of that, because she was breaking the rules basically, because she was trying to change things, then they're going to try to assassinate her. And that failed. And she just kept on rising and rising. Oh, man. I know I'm going to love this story when it comes out. Man, I'm like such a huge Hercules and like Greek mythology fan. Oh, man, this is going to be great. All right. That's it for that one. Okay. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I am super hyped for this as this continues to go on. Okay, guys. Next up on here, we're going to check out some information on the official Wuthering Waves website. So for version 2.6, which is coming out tomorrow, let's see what all they have for us, what all they have in store. We're gonna be checking all this out. We're gonna be checking out Augusta's everything they have on here on her kit, her backstory, everything about her. So let's go. So first we got main quests. Nothing real descriptive. They're just showing off everything here. So we're probably gonna move on from this in a second. We got new enemies. Okay. New Phantom Echoes and new Sonata set effects. I've heard about this new three-piece they're going for. And so we'll see how it works. I don't really have any like strong opinions on it. I'm just like, let's see how it is in practice before I really judge it. But Crown of Valor, like this is definitely like going to be Augusta's set right here. But I wonder if something else will be better. But we'll see. This seems to be crafted for her. Upon gaining a shield, increase Resonator's attack by 6% and crit damage by 4% for 4 seconds. This effect can be triggered once every 0.5 seconds to stack it for 5 times. Okay. Upon gaining a shield, it can be stacked up 5 times every 0.5 seconds. So how fast does she get her shield? That's the question. And then this one, we'll come back to Law of Harmony later because obviously this is for Luna, so I'm not really worried about that one for now. We got weeks before we have to think about what her kit's going to be like. So new tactical hologram, optimizations, flight button. Oh yeah, I've heard about these optimizations. I actually saw like the live stream talking about the optimizations. That's going to be great. Okay, so this isn't giving us much information on, so let's move on to the next. Okay, the plan for release on Augusta 28th. Okay, main quest, location, the new echoes again, new hologram challenge, the Lady of the Sea. I know that's gonna be a nightmare. If this is another like heavy water-based AoE character again, this is going to be a headache to deal with. Oh, I'm excited. I love a challenge. Okay, so. Alright, here we go. The rewards. First up, Gifts of the Moon Roamer. So we are getting 2 10 pulls, one for a character and one for a weapon, that's being given out. And this is going to be given out duration. Okay, the 17th, which is 9/17. Okay, so we're gonna have to wait a few weeks before we get it on server time. I kind of wish they would give it to us right here and there. Let us choose whether or not we want to put it on Augusta or Luna. I don't know. I don't like the timing of that. Yeah, I feel like this is to favor Luna, so you can have. I guess for people who want to have something when she drops, sure. But if I don't end up going for it, because it all depends on what her kit is. For I'm sold on Augusta, but for Luna, it all depends on what her kit is. Okay, the Sangias Platus. Okay, first rewards 980 asterite. That is nice. They're not giving us the number of the other stuff, so we'll just check out the asterite right there. Then what else do we have? Okay, so we're getting another like daily login, 5 and 5 of each. What is this? Oh, the defense simulator. Oh, the tower defense game. I'm a fan of tower defense games. I do enjoy them. So looks like this one starts very soon, and it's going to be 1200 asterite, which is awesome. You're gonna get a few extra 10 pulls out of this for sure. And then Marks of the Wild. What's this about? Event unlock, sample, new set of samples each day containing samples of expert level challenges. Complete analyzing corresponding samples to unlock the reward. Okay, we'll have to see what that's about when it drops. Because I'm like, is this going to be another like puzzle thing? I need a combat event. I'm like, we've been lacking in combat events. The defense simulator is not really a combat event to me. It is a challenge after all, but it's not a combat event. Let me see here. What else do we have? That's gonna give 400 ast, right? Which is decent, I guess. Second coming of Solaris Ultra. Okay, 400 right there. Certain anomalies can be found in the game scenes after locating these anomalies. Using the camera. Oh, that's a camera event. Taking pictures. I don't know if anybody. I don't care about taking pictures. Come on now. But okay. Logging in each day. We'll receive one Waveborn. Use Waveborn to decipher lunar phases. Earn along with limited time buffs. Decipher 7 lunar phases to obtain. Okay, another kind of like puzzle thing. Are we gonna get any combat events? Complete the objective once per day. Set a number of adventure logs. Each adventure log can be exchanged. Okay. Another 400 asteroid though. And Lustrous Tide. Nice. Okay, Wind Rider Project. And see, the flying events are okay. They're fun. They're a little automated with how the little wind tunnels kind of carry you, and you really don't have to do much controlling on your own until they throw that one obstacle that might knock you off and you gotta like dodge it. I feel like there should be a way they could tweak it to make it a little bit more engaging. It's fun, but it needs to be more engaging. And for the whole thing, we're only getting like 50 asteroid. That's whack. Back to Solaris. Share your invitation code with 3 returning players in your server and complete in-game tasks. Wait, how are we supposed to do this? Like, what if you don't know anybody who's quit the game and trying to get them to come back? How is that going to work? I don't know. I hope they do something to make sure that everybody can get in on the rewards. Because if they really lock it behind trying to find people, that's going to suck. Let me see. The double drop events, of course, we're going to get those. Version 2.6 content. Duration. Okay, all 3 characters that I already have like C6 for the 4 stars. So nobody new. I don't think there's any new 4 stars to really get right now. I don't think they've come out with anyone like that. They need to give us some more 4 stars with really good like support kits and stuff. We're getting Carlotta. This is the one thing I am upset about, because Carlotta is one of my characters and I would like to work on her and get her chain up a little bit more by getting her to drop for me a few more times, get her at least like to C2 or C3. But Augusta, I like Augusta too much. So I already have her. She's already doing great damage. I don't need to buff her anymore. I don't really need to do a keyword. I kind of want to, but I don't need to. So we'll have to stick with the plan, just get Augusta. That's the one thing I'm like, oh man. And then Shorekeeper. Now, Shorekeeper, I already have her as C2, so I don't need to boost her anymore. But if I could just get her to pop up by herself, or in a situation where I'm rolling for her and I don't really care about anybody else, then I could see about getting her to that C6 dominant DPS style character. But until then, c'est la vie. This weapon, I know, is going to be insane. It's going to be so good. At least in the animations. And if they're giving the animations that much, they're going to give the damage a lot. They're not going to They're gonna come through on that. And of course, we have Carlotta's Last Dance and the Stellar Symphony. Okay, then showing, oh, Luno with Chicona. Now, I wouldn't have enough to roll for both, so I might end up skipping them all together because I don't have Chicona. I didn't get her on the last time, and I'm not gonna be able to get both of them. I already know because I'm gonna dump all my rolls on Augusta, and then when they come up, I'm not gonna have enough. So I'll be skipping. I'll be skipping. The Good Old Pioneer Podcast. Okay, so the rewards look good though. The rewards do look good altogether. As far as some individual events, I think they can maybe tweak them a little bit. For the Wind Rider project, I feel like 50 Astrite is kind of shitty, to be honest. Can you do a little bit more than that? This is like what you would normally get per flying event. You know, getting all the challenges done for each flying event and getting like all 3 chests and everything. So for only 50 for this, I really hope that this is like swerving us or something, and we're gonna get more. But yeah, I'm not a fan of that. But overall, all the asteroid we're getting so far in this, I like the overall encompassment. Some individual events could be improved a little bit, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. But yeah, that's it for the update reveal release for August 28th. So tell me how excited you are for the Wuthering Waves 2.6 drop. All right. All right, guys. Now I'll catch you guys on the next one. Okay, guys. One more to check out. Well, actually, this is like 2. Because we have Augusta. So, all right, guys. Let's get into it. Wuwa has dropped information for Augusta, and I am super hyped for this character. So let's go ahead and get into it. This is her profile reveal and her full breakdown post Lament Arthro. I don't know. I can't say. Arthropostian? I guess? I don't know. But magnetism before light. Augusta. And so that's one of the reasons why I'm grabbing this character, because they made her Electro. And I've been waiting forever to have a character that I can use Yin Lin on. And so I'm really excited to put them together and see what they can do with this. Yin Lin still needs a buff of her own, definitely, but if they're giving us a badass DPS like the last few they've given us, yeah, this is going to fix my Electro team completely. I think many people will have fixed Electro teams after this. Oh man. I wonder if she's going to end up being my favorite character. Because I don't know until after I've gotten to actually play with the character and see how they actually feel. Once I've seen the combat review was great, but actually getting into like the feel of the character is what's going to make a break where I put her as one of my favorites. Right now, my current favorite in the game is Zani. I love Zani. Like her kit, her backstory. She's like the Batman of Wuwa. I absolutely love Zani. She is my number 1 character right now. But we'll see. We'll see if Augusta can take her spot, because they've been given strong Greek Roman mythology vibes. And I'm a huge fan of Greek mythology, and I grew up watching like the Hercules shows and stuff like that. So Augusta just might take her spot. It depends on how good they portray her and how good her story is. Zani's story was, the only thing about Zani's story is that it was very short and it wasn't really tied to too much and everything. It was just showing that she's the Batman of Wuwa. So Augusta, if her story is richer, then she might take the crown. But at the end of the day, I got to see her gameplay. I got to actually feel the gameplay when I actually get to play as her and mess around with her kit and stuff. So we will see. We will see if she takes Zani's spot. All right, so as far as some materials go, You can do a little bit of pre-farming, which I've done. I've gotten a little bit of the when irises bloom, and I've got plenty of the title residue and the wavering residue. So I've got that covered. What we cannot get is her boss material because the boss drops with her, and the flower. I believe. I don't think I've seen this flower anywhere. It looks like it's going to be specific to the new region that's dropping. So these are the two things that I'm going to have to farm in order to get her maxed out. But I like two items. That's not bad. It's not like I got to farm the entire spectrum. I'm already covered in this area. I'm good here. I need more of the irises, obviously, but I already have like at least like 9. So, and I haven't even done the this week's weekly boss. I'm saving that for after the update so I can collect the weekly rewards all around, even for the battle pass as well. So yeah, well, we shall see. But it's not going to take me too long to get her all the way up there. Okay, so this is her normal attack. Slice, slice. Okay. The way she does like the kickflip on the broadsword is so sick. Like, watch that again. And she has different combo moves. I wonder how you trigger each one. Let's see. Are they gonna basic attack deals electro damage, heavy attack, steel slash, electro damage, all around electro character. Heavy attack, thundering roar, backstep. Okay, when prowess is full, hold normal attack to cast this skill, then release normal attack to cast heavy attack. And okay, so once you're ready, you don't press heavy attack. Once your heavy attack meter is full, then you go, well, when prowess is full, then you go normal attack, but you hold it down. So if you tap it, does it use it anyway, or does it just stay there? I hope it's not like super sensitive, like you actually have to hold it down to trigger it, because you don't want to accidentally trigger it while you're trying to put together another combo. Okay, when prowess is full, press jump to cast this skill. The uppercut. Okay. So she has 2 options. She can do normal attack to do the spin slash, or heavy attack. So you press heavy attack, or you hold normal attack. Okay, we'll see how well the response is on that. And so prowess. Augusta obtains prowess when performing basic attacks, heavy attacks, steel slash, midair attack, midair dodge counter. Midair dodge counter? Okay. Resonance skill, warrior's blade, dodge counter, heavy attack, or intro skill. So basically pretty much everything. Everything gets it to charge. Obvious. And then, or intro stride of golden flare. So here's the actual resonance skill. Yeah, there's nothing like truly like wowing about that. It's just a strong slam attack. So this, what is it going to do for you though? Just deals electro damage. That's it. I hope that electro damage is strong for the attack to be so underwhelming compared to other stuff that we're seeing. The resonance liberation. When she goes bankai on you. Okay, so here's the breakdown for Resonance Liberation. Press and release Resonance Liberation to cast this skill when Majesty is full. Okay, so how many bars is she going to have? Okay, so when Majesty is full, hold Resonance Liberation to cast this skill and enter Sword Allegiance state for 7 seconds. During Sword Allegiance state, press or hold normal attacks to perform up to 9 strikes, which unlocks a powerful finishing move. While in Sworn Allegiance, hold Resonance Liberation to cast the finisher early. Okay, so I like that. I like being able to cast the finisher early when you're dealing with certain bosses and stuff, and you know you're not going to get the full combo off before they do some BS. Use the finisher, cast it early, and then get out the way of the next attack. So I'm glad you can have a decent amount of control over it. So, and then we have more majesty. She obtains 1 stack of majesty when casting resonant skill, undying sunlight plunge. When other resonators in the team cast outro skill under the effect of Augusta's outro skill, Augusta obtains 1 stack of majesty. Okay. Now her forte circuit. Call Me by the Sun. Resonant skill, undying sunlight strike. When ascendancy is full, she's going to have a lot of stuff to track on here. That's like 3 bars and everything that you're filling up. When ascendancy is full, resonant skill is replaced with resonant skill, undying strike. Undying sunlight strike. Oh, okay. Now we're getting into what the skill is really supposed to do. Okay, because the skill, how they showed us in the beginning, looked like crap. So, okay, it's going to look like crap unless you build up your ascendancy. Okay, so that's the bar. That's the 3rd bar we're dealing with here. So, resonant skill is replaced with resonant skill, undying sunlight strike, which can be chained with resonant skill, undying sunlight leap, and resonant skill, undying sunlight plunge. So when you build it up, you're going to be able to chain 3 attacks together. So let's see. Let's check out this animation again. I love the fact that she has the griffin in that. Oh, the resonant skill just became so much better now that they've explained that part. Intro skills. Hold up. She's over here kick flipping and surfing on her broadsword. It is crazy how she's working this weapon. And then she just sits there kind of aura farms for a second. I love it. Dealing electro damage, outro skill. So, what does the outro skill do? The next resonator switched into the field gains the following effects, which ends immediately if this resonator is switched out. Gain 15% damage amplification for all attributes. And so, okay, so if done right, you'll probably want to be quick swapping. I wonder how fast it's going to be to get her charged up to be swapped out. I forget what they call it. I can never say it right, but you know what I'm talking about. But I wonder how long it's going to take for her to charge it up, because using Yin Lin, hers charges up fairly quickly. And so if this is going to be for a quick swap team, like use somebody like Shorekeeper to get her buff going on the ground, then you're quick swapping between Yinlin and Augusta. Augusta's going to be buffing all of her attributes by 15%. And then she gets to build up and then buff her electro damage and her liberation. Okay, outro skill, 1 stack of majesty and 1 stack of crown of wills to Augusta and in this team. Okay. So, combat guide. We're not going to read all of this. That's going to take forever. Normal stack hunter's path. So, perform 4 consecutive attacks. Deal electro damage. So basically, you're going to have options for how you're going to want to fight. She's going to have different ways, because look at all of this. It's not just / skill special like some other characters. This is a little bit more complex, which I like, because they did that with Zani. They did that a lot with Zani and everything. She has a number of ways she can attack. I've gotten comfortable with how I like to use her, but you have options. That's what makes her good. It looks like it's going to be the same here, where you have your dodge counter, you have, normal attack after a successful dodge. The fact you can dodge counter mid-air is going to be so dope. And then different heavy attacks, the fact you can chain them together, the thundering backstep for a dodge counter, the prowess, the liberation, and the fact that her liberation changes depending on how many stacks you have, that's going to be crazy. So yeah, we'll be diving deeper in her kit once we can actually like get our hands on her and actually play with the character. Okay, so that's pretty much everything that she's got there. So her kit is definitely looks promising. She looks like she's very versatile in how she'll fight and a very in-your-face character. You'll go. I feel like you'll be able to do a lot of like fancy like cancel moves and different maneuvers and stuff as you get more used to playing as her. So I am really excited for her in that regard. And so now let's check out her overall story. So I am Augusta, Emperor of Septimont, etched this name into your memory. It belongs to the one who stands above, and whose mark will never fade. Whether we meet as foes or friends, my sword and I will wait the fierce fight between us. Okay, so her story. Okay, a little preemptive to her story before we get into the big story that drops. Augusta's resonance ability may not be among the most impressive on the battlefield. I've been hearing rumors about that her actual resonance, her powers, that they would say, are pretty weak. But she's a badass character just on her physical abilities alone, without all the powers and stuff. But it proved immensely useful when it comes to finding lost property. Lost property. Scissors, fountain pens, key drawers. They all tumble around hidden nooks and crannies as Augusta paces the room, deep in thought. Before long, a medley of lost and found knickknacks cling to her dress. Broken paper clips and solidarity metallic button. And lo and behold, a soup spoon. Okay, so her magnetic ability, she has trouble controlling it from what I'm getting. She finds stuff because she's always just attracting it to her. Very inconvenient to have a power you can't like fully control. Okay, snack time. See, the Emperor's Palace is perched atop Capitolian Hill, right below the flight path of Griffrexes. Is that they call the Griffins? Griffrexes. Okay, flying to and from the Sungis Plateaus. Young Griffrexes, not knowing any better, sometimes find their way into the conference room through open windows, playing around like they own the place and resting under the long tables when tired. Griffrexes are one of the most treasured echoes in Septimont, which means I need to get myself one. I hope you can actually fly with them. Please give them a flight mechanic. Because they look so fun to ride. Okay, so even in nobility, who are used to having people at their beck and call, wouldn't presume to have one tossed out. As the elder drone one, Augusta takes out the snack she keeps hidden and without anyone being any wiser, feeds it to the Griffexes under the table. Okay, so she's got a great relationship with the Griffins. She feeds them when she's not supposed to, just like most kids did with their pets and stuff. One day, a young Griffex caught the scent of food and got overexcited. It jumped onto the table, interrupting the interminable speech that had gone on for far too long. Augusta sat back, looking on as the elder scrambled to restore order in the conference room. On her face was a ghost of a smile. So she's a little bit of a troublemaker. She's wreaking havoc. She is basically like the beginning of like a cartoon for a character. Like an animated movie for kids and stuff. Always causing trouble. But you're going to be the hero at the end of the day. Okay, morning routine. Augusta has a full head of natural curls, which wouldn't be a nuisance if not for her resonance ability. That she got to deal with a lot of whole static cling with her hair, and that's why it's all over the place and wild. Said those accidental electro charges do not agree with either her hair or the pillow it rests on at night. She deals with bedhead every morning. Augusta sometimes thinks about skipping her morning routine to get a head start on business for the day. But that's not possible as her assistant never fails to remind her, Your Excellency, if I may be so bold as to impress upon you the importance of public image. Basically, brush your hair, look presentable. Augusta has no choice but to spend a few harried minutes in front of a mirror trying to subdue her unruly hair with varying degrees of success. No matter how hard she tries, a few strands still just from the top of her head, proclaiming their triumph for the world to see. I hope we get footage of this. We need a cutscene of her struggling with her hair if they're going to put all this in there. A lousy actor. Augusta often takes time out of her busy schedule to visit the orphanage that houses children of gladiators who died in the Dark Tide. She was an orphan too. Okay, so she's looking at the kids. All right. The children don't know her name or where she comes from. They see her only as a big sister who laughs and plays with them. Their favorite game is called Hero of Heroes versus Tacit Discords. They all want to be Hero of Heroes, as does Augusta, but she never lets her wish be known. Okay, so she's play acting as a Tacit Discord and letting the kids beat up on her. for nothing warms her heart more than the happy smiles of the children's faces. In their most recent game, Augusta finally got to be the hero of heroes. Not because she's a grown-up, nor because it's her turn, but because she was lousy at playing a Tacit Discord. You're not a convincing bad guy, they laugh. You don't know how to act evil. Okay, so given the vibes of a Hercules type character, at least like the Hercules we got in like the 90s and stuff like that. So, Resonance Evaluation Report. Name Augusta. This contender's resonance history dates back to her early childhood. Nearly concurrent with her age, it is speculated that she is a congenial resonator. Contender Augusta's tacit mark is located on the back of her left hand. Upon activation, she can generate and manipulate a magnetic field with a radius of approximately 10 meters. Okay, so she can control it somewhat. It's just she's always electrocuting stuff. Or at least sending out static shocks. Okay, with increasing mastery of her forte, she can freely control and reshape materials such as iron, cobalt, nickel. However, based on both personal testimony and test data, her forte appears to have reached its developmental ceiling, with the 10-meter radius marking its practical upper limit. I feel like that's foreshadowing. That could be foreshadowing. The fact that they're ragging on how bad her forte circuit is and how bad her resonance ability is altogether, I think it's foreshadowing that she's probably gonna like level up during the actual story. That's gonna be my guess. The subject's waveform graph shows elliptical fluctuations. The time domain pattern is irregular, and no signs of abnormal fluctuations are observed. The test results fall within the normal phase range. Resonant criticality. Is that what it? Yeah, criticality. This subject has a minimal risk of overclocking based on waveform intensity. Overclocking potential is also ruled out. Records indicate no history of overclocking, and physiological counseling is currently deemed unnecessary. Okay, so talking about how much trouble she has actually controlling it altogether, talking about the elliptical fluctuations and stuff like that. The fact of the matter is, it looks like she's a character who cannot control her powers too well and relies on her physical abilities and her fighting skills to carry her. But I feel like in the story, she's going to gain like her true form. She's going to level up on us. Go Super Saiyan or something with electricity. Become the true Magneto. Awe-inspiring leadership. Augusta stands in the howling wind on the mountaintop. Tall and sharp like the blade she wields, her eyes burning like a midday sun. She was forged in fire and blood, all sharp edges and no nonsense. No, the hair thing seems like a lot of nonsense to me. She's gonna have some nonsense. She never looks back, her gaze firmly set on what's to come. Augusta's headwear is in the shape of a sunburst, ever radiant in the heart of combat. She devotes herself to Septimon's heart and soul. She lives for Septimont and is willing to defend its glory to the last. Augusta wears a tailored suit of armor with smooth. That's armor. That's armor. No, I love what they refer to as armor in some of these. Oh man, when the sun strikes its surface, its brilliance evokes lightning in the dark. The armor is far from decorative. It's not an attempt to hide her weaknesses, but a symbol of her unshaking will, a silent testament of her determination to accomplish what she's meant to do. Anecdotes. The stone used to craft this seal was quarried from the very mountains where Septimont's ancestors first set foot. Smooth and resilient, its pure white surface bears widening patterns carved by time itself, an incredible mark of history etched in the land. Adorning the steel are the griffins and the sun, both forged from precious metals. The former represents valor and vision, while the latter represents eternity and glory. This small seal carries the hopes and dreams of Septimont's founders, a constant reminder to its bearer not to forget the resolve that began it all. Augusta still remains. I cannot read correctly. Augusta still remembers the feel of it at her fingertips when she held it for the first time. It was cold yet tinged with a quiet heat, a heat of power. She knows well that behind that power lies more than just honor. The seal, though light enough to be tossed in the air, rests heavy in her palm, like the weight upon her shoulders, a burden that cannot be cast off. So, got hobbies, Augusta's story. Is that it? Yep. So let me see. What's her hobbies like? From the heights of the palace, one can overlook the entire city of Septimont. Whenever I finish my duties, I enjoy climbing up to the rooftop to feel the wind. At times, Griffexes returning from the plateaus soar above the palace. I listen to their cries, eyes tracing their wings as they sweep across every inch of Septimont's land, a land that we, and our forebears, reclaimed from the jaws of calamity. We Septimontians rarely dwell on the pain of struggles, for we understand that the road to victory is never smooth, and I will carry this glorious legacy forward. It is the promise I made to our people, to this land that burns with pride. Okay, Augusta's story. This great sword is forged from the blades of countless gladiators. You may have heard its tale. At first, I took those swords to spare the defeated and crueler fate. I took their blades so they could live. Oh, okay. That's why she collected swords. Those are all the people that she spared, not killed. Okay. Standing on your principles. I've always believed that a gladiator's blood should be shed only for the greater good of Septimont. Yes, not just for entertainment. Of course, back then, I needed those blades to serve as my own fangs. Now, gladiators no longer fight to the death in the Colosseum. She made the change. I know it wasn't just her, but she stood on business. And I no longer need a sword to prove myself. Yet, somewhere along the way, this weapon became part of me, fused from my flesh and blood. It bears witness to who I was and shapes who I must become. All right. So, and her thoughts. Strong, that was my first impression of you. Few have ever made me think that, but you are an intriguing exception. It was then I decided when the time came, we would fight by each other's side. And as you know, I seized that opportunity when it came. Ah, talking about Rover. Okay. So overall, I am very intrigued. Seeing her in the beginning, I loved her design. Checking out everything that they have to say about her. I love the overall showcase, her kit, her abilities. I haven't even gone through her kit in super detail. I just read what, how it's supposed to work in general. But when she drops, I'll definitely be running through tests to see how to optimize her for my playstyle and my teams and stuff. And just going to have fun with this. All right. We're going to do the story. We're going to check everything out. And we're going to continue to cover more of Wuthering Waves. I have entered the gotcha space officially. A Wuthering Waves content creator. All right. Now, there's nothing for me to do on WoW right now. So we're going to wrap it up from here. It was a fun stream. I hope you guys check this out. And I hope you guys are excited for Wuthering Waves as I am. Okay, guys. So that being said, I'll catch you guys on the next stream whenever I'm able to do so. All right. So until next time, take care of yourselves. And I am out of here.